I'd like to share with you a thought from Philippians 2:13 and 14. I'm going to do 14 first because it says, "Do all things without murmurings and disputings." And I want you to realize that when it says that the reason why you can do all things without murmurings and disputings is because of verse 13, which says, "For it is God which worketh in you both to will and to do of his good pleasure." So the whole reason why you can do things without murmurings and disputings is because God's working through you to accomplish a certain task. And so that's why I'm going to talk to you about passion. Having a passion for what you're doing will eliminate complaining. And I always have illustrations because I am a human being. You don't listen to me because you think, "Oh, she's so perfect and I want to be just like her." No, you listen to me because I like it that Loretta fails and tells me how she fails, and then she gets back up and what she does to help herself get back up. The other day, I tripped over the fan because we have to have a fan in our hallway. And these motorhomes, they're real thick. There's hardly any hall to them. And so I have to have a fan in there to push cold air back in the back of the motorhome because the air conditioner back there hasn't been working all summer and it's too hot. So, I just sort of complained about it in my mind. And then the other day we were getting ready to leave for a trip, and we had a breakdown of some sort, and it took 2 extra hours before we could leave. And in my mind, I sort of complained about it. And let me just tell you, it's easy to complain when you aren't passionate about what you're doing. So fast forward, last Thursday night, I walked around, and God used us and the fact that we travel in a motorhome and had a breakdown and have to have a fan in there because the air conditioning doesn't work. God used that. He uses that to get us from place to place, those problems, because on Thursday night, God used us to help. They usually have about 25 kids, and they had 78, and then they usually run about 100, and they had 188 people there for the last night of the VBS. I mean, you could tell they were visitors there. It was so exciting, and I just walked around and I said, "Lord, I'm sorry I forgot my passion for being able to do this, the will and to do the purpose that you had for me. I forgot it, and that's why I would complain about a fan tripping me and about leaving late. I forgot about it. And Lord, I'm sorry that I did. And I'm going to try to keep that passion before me so that I don't even feel like complaining." And so I'm telling you, ladies, today, when you complain about your husband, it's because you don't have a passion for wanting to invest in him and complete him the way that you were meant to do. It's the will and to do of his good pleasure. It's God's pleasure for you to invest in your husband and to help him, complete him. And completing him might mean doing for him what he can't do for himself. It might be by being patient when he doesn't get something done when you want it to be done. Then if you're complaining about your children, you got to have a passion for rearing children. When you want to complain, "Oh, I've tried so much with this kid and he just don't get it." You know what? You find a different way to get into them what they need so that they don't drive you nuts. You work on your mothering instead of complaining about the kids. You work on your mothering skills and your passion for mothering so that you're better. When I used to homeschool, I didn't complain about the kids not getting it. I complained about myself not knowing how to motivate them to get it, and trying to find different ways to motivate them. You can always turn this around, ladies, and use passion to keep you from complaining. And that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm asking you to do, is use this passion for whatever it is that you want to complain about to fix it. Like, don't complain about your home. Find a way to fix what you feel like complaining about, and think through how to make it better, with whatever resources you have. Get rid of the clutter so that you don't feel so frustrated about it. Whatever it is. But I really believe that Philippians 2:13 and 14 is talking about when you are realizing that God's working to will and to do of His good pleasure, you can't complain about whatever it is you're complaining about, because the passion that you have to do God's will replace the want and desire to complain. Isn't this exciting? And you know what? It could change your life today if you just think that way. I know one thing. I'm planning on picturing that Thursday night for the next few weeks to help my passion stay fresh so that I don't feel like complaining about anything that might happen while we're traveling on this road and in this ministry. Rejoice in the Lord always. And again, I say rejoice.